Guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be doing a video on how to propagate succulents. So I have 3 different kinds of succulents right here that I picked off of actual plants. So they have no roots and yes. So if you don't know what propagate means, it's pretty much to be able to, so this only works with some plants such as succulents. These will start to grow roots. This one, because I've already been propagating some of these, this one's already growing some roots. Okay, so I'm just using this paper towel to hold them, but you'll also need this paper towel to use. So you're gonna need some water, succulents, or another plant that can be propagated, 2 paper towels, and a tub. So the tub should be able to fit the paper towels in it without having to fold the paper towels too much, because you don't want it to be puffing up, like from too much folding. If you were to do that, how it puffs up. Okay, so I'm going to take off these succulents, and while I do, I'll show you them. This is the one that's already been propagating, so there's some roots coming out. Okay, so you might notice that that the paper towel is a little wet. That's fine because water is going to go on it anyways. So what you want to do with your paper towels is fold them over, and then depending on the size of your bin, you can fold them again or not. It also just depends on the size of what you have, but you want it to fairly well, be able to fit in there fairly well. So this is right like that. So that fits in pretty good. Then you're going to take some water. There's no actual amount that you need, but just take it where it's not overflowing and wet, but it's enough to make it all wet. Like a moist paper towel, pretty much. It should be a little bit more than moist. Just a little more. So, yeah, just should be a little bit more than what you'd call moist, because this is how you're going to propagate it. So you see there's no actual amount. I still have stuff left. And you can see if I tilt it, very little water comes. So now, so this is the first way. There's another way that looks cooler, and that's actually how I was propagating before. But this is the first way I'll show you. And then you're going to set your things down. When there's something like this, sometimes I like to set it on the side like that. Like I'll make a hole in the stuff. So how I'm going to show this is I just take the edge and I'm going to break it open so that there's paper towel on each side, just a small hole like that, and then take your plant. I'm doing this because we have pieces all over it. You could also pick off a lot of the pieces at the bottom area so that roots could grow. So actually you have to do that a little bit, so I'm just going to use my nails and take off some of these bottom pieces. this just helps it so that you'd only have to do that much instead of all the way up to like here and only have these left. That just helps, and then you're gonna set that in there. So it should be able to actually stay up a little bit, and the water will be all around it because the sides of the paper towel are also wet. So now I'm gonna add in the other ones. These ones were actually, I didn't have to pick off the edges. They were just like this, and normally this is all you'd see at the top because these came from like a bush-like one. So I'm just gonna lay these all around in different areas. Well, all in the same area, but like doesn't really matter. I'm just putting them by the same kinds. So here's the one that has the roots. Yeah. So you can see those roots coming up. They're the little whites. On this one. That's the only one that started sprouting yet out of all of these. Here's the smallest one. So there it is. And then you just normally wait for these and then check every day if the waters stop being moist. It has to be a little more than moist every day, so you normally want to check it every once in a while. You want to have it in the sun or like by a window. You can see that it's very sunny here. This is where our other plants are. We have a little cactus and some sprouts I actually bought from the store and planted them in here. We also have an avocado tree. It's still super small and it's not going to get any bigger, but it is an avocado tree from an avocado plant, and you can see some more sprouts are coming up on the top. And then, yeah. So now I'm going to show you the more fancy, like, it's less efficient, but it does work, and it's actually the way that this one with the sprouts has grown, is by having a bowl like this with a little bit of water. And this one is a fancier way. Then you're going to take some sort of plant. I'm just going to be using this cactus as a prop, really, kind of. But it has to have stuff on the bottom, like I'll show you. Okay, so you're going to want some water in a bowl, actually, this time, and I'll pour the rest of this in there. So, water in a bowl, but first, before you get that, you're going to want to find a pot, or like a plant in a pot that has, this is going to be hard to show, it has the holes in the bottom of it. Either doesn't have holes in the bottom of it, but you can see this one does. But this one, it actually has curved in on the sides. Like, it's not just right into it. So this one works fine. And you're gonna actually take this because for succulents at least, they don't want normally, especially like, yeah, succulents, I'll just say succulents. Most succulents don't want a lot of water, so that means that you want it pretty dry in there. So you don't want to have it soaking in water on the bottom. That's why you need either one that doesn't have holes or one that's bent inward. So you can see that if I were to do this, water would be, I'm trying to show this. Water is on the sides there, and here, I'm actually going to get a little more water. There'll be water on the sides, and you can see the water there, and yeah, like I said. So now that there's water on the sides, you're gonna take your succulents and you are gonna put them in the water on the sides like this. You're gonna want them all to be on the same side so that they can all get sunlight. Unless you rotate your plant every day, then it doesn't matter. So this is better with bigger ones like this, so that the bowl doesn't cover up where they get the sunlight. There you can see there's 4 succulents there, and then you put this back in the window. With the plants, the succulents that are being propagated facing towards the window, like that. I prefer this way. I recently just tried this way, and it wasn't working as well. So, yeah. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you thought it was helpful and, yes, enjoyable.